Hi everyone, my name is Amatayo. I am a sophomore at the George Washington University in Washington, D.C. I'm originally Nigerian. I'm African. And I just wanted to talk on a couple points that has been bugging me for a really long time. Okay, number one. Africa is a continent, not a country. Okay? Continent, not a country. Okay, when people say I'm going to Africa, I always wonder, what country in Africa are you going to? Like, people say I'm going to Europe, but a lot of times when they say that, they mean that they're going on a European tour, meaning they're going to France, they're going to England, they're going to Spain, wherever. But if they're going to England, they would say, oh, I'm going to England, or I'm going to Germany, or I'm going to Spain. You know, they'd be specific about it. So I don't understand why people think it's okay to say, oh, I'm going to Africa. It just really bugs me. There's more than one country in Africa. Africa is a collection of countries. It's a continent. It's okay. But that's not even so bad. The way the media portrays Africa is as though it's the most horrible place on earth. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be naive and tell you that Africa is completely perfect as a continent and tell you that it's the most developed place on earth. No. But there are some parts of Africa that are very beautiful. I've never been to South Africa, but I've seen pictures, and I'm pretty sure that it's a very beautiful place. And I know there are other parts too. I'm Nigerian. I've lived there before, and I have seen some really beautiful places, really beautiful houses in Nigeria that I have never seen anywhere else in the world. I've lived in Gambia, and Gambia has the most amazing beaches I've ever been to. And these are all different countries in Africa. Now, when people try to tell me that, oh yeah, Africa is this horrible place, I just get confused. I have literally been asked the most ignorant questions in the world. Like, when I first came to the States, people were asking me if we wore shoes, if like we lived in houses or huts, if we wore clothes, if there were bushes everywhere. And I can't really blame them because this is what the media shows. So it's pretty, I mean, I'd rather have you ask me than sit and wonder. Anyways, another thing is when people make general statements about Africa. Well, I guess that is the whole point of this thing. For example, recently, one of my classes assigned group projects, and at least two groups went up on stage and talked about how horrible Africa is in terms of water, how we have no clean water, and how people don't even know what clean water is like, and how Africans have never seen faucets. Now, like I said, I'm not saying Africa is the absolute most wonderful place in the world. We have our ups and downs just like everybody else. There are some places in the United States that I've been to and I'm like, is this the US? Like, seriously. And the same can go for Africa. So please, when next you're going to Africa, please specify what country you're going to if you're going on a tour. Okay, there are a bunch of countries in Africa, and the internet is a good thing. Use it for your benefit. Use it well. Look up information from very credible sources before you go up and say the stupidest things ever and embarrass yourself, because I surely will look at you like you're crazy. Okay? Thank you.